Jason, a lot of expectations from your side, investing a lot of money in players like Saim Ayub, Mas Sadakat, and Glenn Maxwell is also set to arrive. But it seems like since when he will arrive, things will be over for Hyderabad Kingsmen. What is going wrong with your team?
Oh, well, I mean, you look at tonight, we just didn't post a score, a good enough score. When you lose 4 for 8 twice in an innings in the space of a couple of overs, you're not going to win too many games. You're not going to drive too many games forward. So posting a score in the mid-140s wasn't enough. Having said that, I'm incredibly proud of how we went about our work with the ball and in the field. Our bowlers, I thought, did a wonderful job. I thought our fielding was excellent. And we gave ourselves a chance in a game that realistically we should have had no chance of winning. So that's on us. Our batting needs to improve. It's, at the moment we're just not putting full games together. So last game, our previous game, we put a really strong score on the board, but we weren't able to defend it. So we're playing half games really well, but you don't win too many games by only playing half a game and coming to the party for half a game. So we need to work on that and improve. But can't fault the players' attitudes, can't fault their efforts. They've been fantastic, but we need to be better at decision making at those crucial times, and with the bat in hand or with the ball in hand. And tonight was a case of we need to be better with the bat.
So, Jason, this is the first season for Hyderabad. Still a way to go. If this season does not go well, how many players you feel that is a long time investment for Hyderabad Kingsmen? In which youngsters you have seen the potential in long time investments, and also you can tell me then when Maxwell is arriving and from which match he will join and can come as an X factor for Hyderabad.
First of all, we expect Maxwell probably available in the next couple of games. Just waiting for final confirmation on that. We've been close in a couple of games, particularly our last 2 games. We've had opportunities to drive the game forward. Probably our first 2 games, we simply didn't bat well enough in those games. We've got a lot of exciting talent in our squad, but that doesn't remove players from accountability. You've got to, you're expected to perform. All our players are expected to do their jobs. If you're selected to play for Hyderabad, you're expected to do your job. And we're doing some of the games really, really well, parts of the game, as I alluded to with the previous question. We just need to put the whole package together. We're just not doing that at the moment, and that's certainly something we'll be reflecting on and thinking of. But yeah, ultimately, tonight's game, it was all about 2 small periods in the game with the bat in hand. In the first 6 overs, we lost a clump of wickets, and then at the back end of the innings, we lost a clump of wickets. We had a good partnership of 80-odd with Marnus and KP, who I thought batted beautifully. Marnus supported him well, but other than that, we had 2 other partnerships in double digits. And unfortunately, you're not going to win too many T20 games by putting a performance like that up with the bat. So we know we need to be better, and we will be.
I want to ask about your skipper, Marnus. His number is floating. Today he played around at number 5. He's not scoring runs as well. He's struggling with the strike rate. Today he's played around 100 strike rate or something. Do you think he can be skillful in this type of tournament, especially he don't have that much T20 experience in terms of Australia or some franchise cricket? Do you think that he's capable of playing this type of T20 league?
Yeah, I do. And look, the way we structured up for this game, Sharjeel came in to the side last game as a floating batter to try and take advantage of certain bowlers. That didn't come off tonight, and that can happen. It came off the previous match that we played, which was great. So all the batters know that we're in that instance when Sharjeel came in, that everyone just slid down one. We needed to try and take advantage. So all our batters know that there's a bit of fluidity and flexibility with our batting order. But I thought Marnus played well today. Yes, his strike rate was only 100, and ideally we'd like that more, but we found ourselves in a tricky situation. KP was playing really nicely, and he was basically giving in the strike. So the the situation dictated that it needed to be played that way, and as I said, they put on an 80-run partnership in pretty quick time. So, unfortunately, as I alluded to before, when you lose clumps of wickets, it's very hard to drive T20 games forward and post those totals that and we know that more often than not we can defend. And what we showed tonight with the ball and in the field, we can defend totals when we bowl well. And I thought our two lads, particularly at the end, Hunain Shah and Mo Ali, I thought they were awesome, and really proud of how they went about it, and really proud of all our fielding effort as well. I was proud of all our bowlers. Our batters, they know that they didn't get it right tonight, and we'll reflect on that, and we'll take our medicine and learn our lessons, and we'll come back stronger next game.
Last question for Sam. Just something.
Yep.
How do you analyze what's wrong with Saim Ayub? Once there was a time when he was dubbed as Pakistan's future batting star, but we have seen a sharp decline in his performance. How do you assess, and what is your take on why he's struggling with his performance? Has he lost his focus on batting? Have you had any chat with him to trying to find out what's going on in his mind?
No, he hasn't lost any focus, and for me, Saim Ayub's one of the most talented cricketers I've seen. Plain and simple. He's a wonderful batter. He's striking the ball really nicely at the moment, and he's not out of form as such. He just hasn't got the scores that he or we would like, and they will come. He's a good player. He's a very, very good player, and he's just that time at the crease. He'll get that, and you're going to see. A very explosive Saim Ayub who scores some big runs the rest of this tournament. He's in good nick. It just hasn't replicated in the scorebook as yet. But he's fine. He's in good spirits. He's working incredibly hard with his game, all his preparation, all his training. He'll be fine. He's a good player, and we back him in. We love what he brings to the team in and around the group. He's a real positive influence around our team, and he'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you very much.